Jurgen, before we talk about tomorrow's game, can I first of all get your reaction to Mo Salah being named the FA Player of the Year?
Yeah, fantastic. Really happy for him. He can be really proud of that. It's a fantastic achievement. I think if all the other players vote for you, that means most to all players. So didn't speak to him after because he was in London obviously yesterday, but he will be back today, and then I can tell him what I want to tell him face to face. So it's great, but he knows season is not finished so far. So a lot of things to come, but I'm sure it's a nice boost for him. And I really have to say, in a season like this, when Kevin De Bruyne plays a season like he played, it makes it even more special. I would say if anybody else would have voted, not the players, then I think it's different. But the players know how difficult it is to score that many goals and to be involved in that many goals. So I really think it's well deserved.
Yeah, because well, given the importance of this game for the football club, but also the sense of occasion that surrounds it as well, what are you hoping for from the fans, not just inside but also outside as well, when they welcome the team buses in particular?
I think that's pretty clear. In the stadium, do it again and better. Out of the stadium, please show the respect we have to show. So we are, this is such a fantastic football club, such an outstanding football family, known for fantastic atmospheres all over the world. So we don't need to throw whatever on the bus of the opponent team. If we can do what we did, creating an atmosphere even in front of the stadium, yeah, let's do it. I'm a big fan of that. But please show the respect they deserve. And we are only opponents on the pitch. There's but we are opponents on the pitch. Of course, that's the game. But I really think that this wonderful city could show. Everybody knows how wonderful Rome is. Not all the people know how wonderful Liverpool is, but we can show how wonderful the Liverpool people are, and the city, and the spirit of the club, and all that stuff. And we can show that in 20 minutes before the game, and then the whole world knows it. And I really think that all the people who are with LFC deserve that we show that face.
Jurgen, how strange, how surreal will it be for Mo Salah to come up against his old club, a bunch of players he knows so well, for such an important game?
Oh, I think it's pretty normal in football. It happens constantly, that players change clubs and managers change clubs. Like I had it with Dortmund around about 2 years ago already. It's actually a normal game, but yes, it feels quite special because you know much more about the other team than you usually know, and you are more interested in the other team than you usually are, because I'm pretty sure Mo follows the whole season of Rome. He had a fantastic time there. He became the player there, which we have now here. The big credit to all the staff and the players at Rome. Because they are all part of his development. So yes, it's strange, but in the end we are all professionals. So and then it's going on. And the good thing is, in football, I'm pretty sure the Italian defenders are famous for not having friendly games. So I think Mo will feel pretty early in the game that they are not his teammates anymore, and then he can strike back in a football way. That's it.
I wanted to know, first of all, whether you think there are any similarities from a tactical point of view between you and the Roma coach Di Francesco, and then I'd like to know whether you would perhaps think one day of coming to manage in Italy, and whether you've ever been approached by an Italian club.
Similarities. I think I don't know if we have both wear glasses. I'll have a bad shave, I think. It's not that bad, but and yeah, similar way to the big clubs. I think he started with some smaller clubs and had their big success. That's how we had it actually, and but now style of play, I don't know exactly. That's I don't want to talk too much about that, but it's obviously he loves football. That's obvious, and he has football playing side, build up, good organization. I love that too. I think every manager loves that. So yes, maybe there are few similarities, but that doesn't make life easier for him or me tomorrow. That only means it will be difficult, and I knew that before already. Will I be? I don't think that it makes sense for an Italian club to work with me together, because I only can order spaghetti in a restaurant, and that it's not enough, I think, to be a manager of an Italian club. But I don't think about any. I had to talk too often in the last few days or weeks about when I stop working, because I don't even think about stop working. I only because people ask me. So we will see what happens. Huh? Que sera, sera. Then, but not in the next 4 years for sure.
Some people name this match as the underdog encounter. If you would agree with that, and how would you find that the philosophy of Rome and Liverpool somehow they are similar, because they have to fight against other big clubs to retain players and be creative somehow to keep the competitiveness? What would you say?
Yeah, I'm really not interested how people what people think about that game. But I do understand that probably a lot of people thought this semi-final would have been usually Barcelona against Manchester City, but it's not, because it's football, and Rome made it possible, and we as well, that we are now here. I mean, I think both teams deserve it. It's really true. When I came up the stairs at Manchester City and somebody told me that Rome won 3-0, I thought in the first second, not possible, because the opponent is Barcelona. But I love that game because it is possible, and we did something similar at City. So they play an outstanding season, but in these two games we deserved to win the leg, and so now we play against each other, and maybe our situation is similar. We have in the league, we have Juventus now, Napoli, we have here City, United. We have big challengers, big competitors, of course, but that's all not important, because first of all it's important that we really can enjoy our own football. Because you can, at the end of the season, there's only one team who can win it. But sometimes, it's a long season, and our job is as well to show the best we can, and even it's not the best of the league, we still have to show it, and that's what we try constantly. But now we don't play the league, now we play the Champions League, and we still know that we had to win the last game of the last season against Middlesbrough, which is not a nice feeling. It's already a final. Then we were qualified. We celebrated it, by the way, like we were already qualified, but we weren't. We had to play against Hoffenheim, which was quite uncomfortable, and then we won that as well. And then we started the journey. And now we are here. It's exactly the same like Rome. We both have the chance to go to the final, and that's all I need. That's all I need. I don't need anything else. If people talk now about me, about pressure or whatever, or once in a lifetime chance, I heard before, that's not like that. Even I'm already, if I go to the finals the second time in my life, nobody would have thought that. So that's crazy enough. It's possible, and that's nice. And if it's possible, let's try everything to do it. And that's the way I like the way Rome did it. Obviously, they brought in a quite good sports director last year, and they did again a fantastic job. So we're losing Emerson and Mo Salah is really difficult. We lost Phil Coutinho. That's not a hobby. It does not even feel like fun. So it's quite difficult to find players like this. If you have them on a specific level, then you lose them. So we have really a similar situation. But we continued believing in ourselves, and Rome obviously the same. They changed manager. We didn't have to do that, at least, but he's doing a brilliant job, and so they have all my respect. And if anybody thinks we two are the underdogs, who cares? We are in the semi-final, and we can go to the final. That's all what I care about.
Well, obviously, the fact of the matter is that Roma beat Barcelona, you beat Manchester City, so it's no coincidence, I think, that you're playing this semi-final. Does your kind of like view of Rome change in light of the two games against Barcelona?
No. I watched quite a lot Italian football. To be honest, it's it's always really interesting, and I saw a few Roma games, and it's I know Edin Dzeko from Germany. I liked him as a player, so I like watching him, to be honest. So, and that's I'm not surprised. I was surprised that they, after the first result, that they can have that kind of comeback against Barcelona, because it's pretty rare. But how I said, I love it. It's possible, and the quality in the team and the quality in the squad, so they could make around about 7-8 changes for the last game, and was quite comfortable winning. So that's a fact. So that's a big advantage for Rome, to be honest. In the moment, I don't care about advantages. We play at home. That's a big advantage as well. But they really have pretty much a full squad available, and that's good. And all of them are good. So they have different options. In offense, they, of course, Dzeko, clear, Schick, Una, El Shaarawy, other players, Nainggolan, De Rossi, experience, defense, strong, wingers, wingbacks, strong, Perez, all of them, really, it all looked settled, it looked fit, it looked experienced. And obviously, for Rome, it's a big thing, semi-final, like it is for us. So that means we are not used to that. That's good. We don't have experience, that's not good, but we are not used to it. That means you will see the excitement of both teams in a positive way, and that's how football should be.
What role can the fans play tomorrow night? They've created an incredible atmosphere to win against Manchester City. What role would you like to see?
Sorry. So that's a nervous finger. Can we start again?
Sure.
Sorry.
The fans created an incredible atmosphere for the Manchester City game in the previous round. What role would you like to see the fans play tomorrow night to help your team?
The good thing is at Liverpool, I don't have to tell the people what I want to see, because they know it already. They are much more experienced in that moments than we are. So, and they created few of the most special atmosphere in world football. How is that in the stadium? I don't know exactly if the atmosphere can be better like it was against Man City, but let's try. If it's possible, let's try. These are the very special moments, and if you cannot enjoy that moment, then something is really wrong with you. So at the end, for us on the pitch, for the boys on the pitch, it's hard work, but it's no problem. We knew that before, but it's still much more fun when you do it at Anfield. So, and that's the thing. They don't have to say anything. I know they will be perfect. That's it.
Special would it be for you to be the Premier League's first representative for some time and do this so soon in your tenure?
First of all, we do it for Liverpool. That's how it is. But if I really don't like to talk about things like that before we played it, so that it would be very special, everybody can imagine. So very, very special. But nothing to talk about. We have to. We have to talk. We have to talk about the game against Rome, and not what it would mean if we could go. What it would mean if we go through. We have to deserve that, not to talk about it, and that's what we try to do with all we have.